And we are back with our fifth part of day 4 or whatever this is. We're going to go back to Face Hunter and see if we can get some quick ranks to end off the stream. If we do well and we see that people are playing decks that are beatable for us, we'll keep playing. If it goes poorly, we'll probably end the stream. I've made like a bunch of mistakes today. So all right, so we go first, which is sad, but we have a good like starting hand. Mad Scientist is pretty good because it pretty much negates his hero power of dudes. Starting with Worgen Infiltrator into Glaive Zuka for 2 damage is really strong. So we did draw an Explosive Trap though, which is kind of bad. Paladins can heal and have taunts though, so we will hope for an owl to get around those. Let's see, he's going to coin into the 2/2 shield guy because there's not a turn. I don't think there's ever been a Paladin we've played against that didn't have that immediately. Actually, we can play Mad Scientist this turn. And then, so if he kills the Mad Scientist, he puts up the Explosive Trap. And by putting up the Explosive Trap, he has to basically sacrifice this guy. Well, maybe not, because he can use this to clear this. But he kind of slows himself down. Oh, he's not going to clear the Mad Scientist. Oh, he is going to clear the Mad Scientist. He didn't create a dude. But basically, that dude is totally useless. Okay, there's our owl, which is good. So he's gonna clear this and then take the hero power to his face. The owl is super strong for us. Next turn we can play our other Explosive Trap. Depending on what we draw, we can play the other Explosive Trap along with our hero power. Okay, he played Muster for Battle. So the fact that they play Muster for Battle makes our Explosive Trap super strong. Also, it makes Unleash the Hounds really strong too if we can draw it. But we're not going to play the Leper Gnome because there's no point in giving him more value. If he doesn't have, if he has Argent Commander, he'll just wait and not do anything. Shredder. Let's see if he goes or not. No, he must have it, which is bad for us. So we'll play Wolf Rider and go Phase. The only thing is, if he's playing Argent Commander next turn, he's not. He doesn't have it. All right, that's good for us. So this is gonna do 2 to him. This is gonna clear his board. It does slow down our Unleash the Hounds combo, but that's okay. Sludge Belcher though, probably here. Yep. Alright, so we got our owl, so that's okay. We have 6 mana, which is cool. Wow, actually, so we'll get rid of this and try to get as much. I miscalculated my mana, but we'll put him down too. So that gives us the point where if we top deck Kill Command, we win. If we top deck, pretty much, there's a lot of cards that help us win. If he puts down another Sludge Belcher, that's a problem, obviously. Okay, well that's a problem too. But he is down to 4. And he's got 8 coming at me this turn. So he's got to do 22 in 2 turns, which is kind of hard for a Priest. And there are a bunch of cards we can just draw to win. Leper Gnome not being one of them currently. So here, if he has like Lay on Hands, we're in trouble. Which is sad. Oh my god, he does have Lay on Hands. So that's super sad we did not draw like an out there. We basically have no outs now. We can't win. We've lost this game. It's 1 turn too late. Well, we have to, the only way for us to win is to try this. So many cards we could have drawn to win there, and we didn't get any of them. But he has, I mean, now he has 1,000 outs, basically. Any weapon. Yeah. So we got unlucky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Man, we have had a bad run lately. So, unfortunate we didn't top deck.
Rexar versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. Let the hunt begin.
Alright, so this is a really, really awful starting hand. Again, we're going first. Like, there's no way I'm 50-50 going first and second. But, we got a leper gnome, so that's good. Depending on what kind of priest he's playing, this might be a hard matchup for us. We do have a bunch of resources, though, in our hand to deal damage and get around taunts. So, probably playing Sludge Belcher, but we can get around it. We have Timberwolf here. Next turn, we can go Eagle Horn Bow into face. So, let's see. This is Deathlord, this will be upsetting. Alright, so he's playing an anti-us hand. So we're playing one of these again. So this is basically the, like, we don't play these guys when we play our other decks. But when we get to Face Hunter, everyone has a counter to it, so. We don't care. We want to just get around that as quickly as possible. If he has the other one, we might as well just concede now. Actually, no, that's not true. But that is going to help us, the fact that we had an early owl. We'll go Eagle Horn Bow into his face next turn.
Death does not scare me.
Like, every game! The perfect counter, every game. This is getting unbelievable. Two Deathlords. Unfreaking believable. And you'd drawn 7 cards. We can still clear it. But man, this guy should take the horseshoe out of his butt and pray to Jesus. This is insane. Oh, don't worry. We wouldn't get something like, I don't know. There's nothing good that comes out of there. Here comes Sludge Belcher. Guaranteed. He'd have 3 taunts in his first 10. That's unbelievable. This has been, like... Man, I had some sick days playing online poker, but that is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I bet you he only has 4 taunts in his deck. Which means right there, he drew 3 of his only 4 outs in his first 10 cards. That's just disgusting. What you gonna do though? It happens. We will get top decks too. Everything breaks even in the end.
Versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. Let the hunt.
Alright, so we get to go second for once, which is nice. And we can coin into Haunted Creeper. Oh, actually, we don't even have to. We can just play Leper Gnome turn 1. Actually, it kind of depends what he plays. Because we can coin into Haunted... Like, if he plays, like, the 1-3 taunt guy, if he's, like, Zoo, we want to play Haunted Creeper because on turn 2 we can Abusive Sergeant and clear it, and then play Leper Gnome as well. If he plays something like Flame Imp, we want to play Leper Gnome. In case he plays the 1/3 on turn 2, we can coin into Eagle Horn Bow and clear it, and then hit it with Leper Gnome. If he doesn't play anything, I think we play the Haunted Creeper. And then Abusive Sergeant, Leper Gnome, turn 2. Think about it. So many possibilities. I think we keep that line of play. I don't think we coin out Mad Scientist because there's not much board to counter. If it is Zoo, like we want to have it out later. I don't think it's Zoo. I think it's Demon Lock because like Demon Combo Lock. Okay, so it's either that or Hamlock. So Iron Beak Owl will be strong in this matchup. We play Eagle Horn Bow next turn. The only reason we could play Mad Scientist is because for the charge for Eagle Horn Bow.
I've got the beast in my sights.
I think we kill that. I think we play Eagle Horn Bow and kill this, to be honest. I'm gonna hit it in the face. We're looking for kill commands. Too near the end to get around his taunts. So this should be either a giant. It can't be a giant because he played a guy last turn. So this is either a Drake, which we'll play Mad Scientist to. Piloted Shredder is interesting. So that doesn't actually, we don't really care about that. I guess we'll play Animal Companion this turn. Alright, that's fine. We could have actually played Timberwolf for 2 more damage, which actually we would have done 5 more. I think that's actually would have been the best line of play. Alright, so here comes Hellfire, I think, or Shadow Flame. Dark Bomb. Why would he split this if he wasn't going to clear the board? He basically gave me an extra 2 damage. But that's game. So, yeah, we turn it back around a little bit. After those kind of first 2 sad games. Hopefully, I don't know. He must have not had any taunts or anything in his hand, or he didn't draw anything. Just not sure what he's playing, but you got unlucky there. And we were just able to keep like smashing his face. I do think splitting the creeper there without clearing the board completely is a terrible idea. So.
Let the hunt begin. I will hunt.
All right, we're gonna go second, which is okay. Depending on what he plays first turn, like Leper Gnome, Coin, Worgen, Infiltrator is not actually that good because we don't have a 2-drop. So depending on what we draw, if we draw a 2-drop too, we didn't get. Oh, we should have maybe drew for Explosive Trap. All right, so we still don't have anything. So we'll just play. We'll play Worgen Infiltrator this turn, because if it's like a more control hunter, we can just we can drop these 2 next turn too. All right, it looks like it's Face Hunter as well. We'll drop what I was gonna say. We assume he can't clear our entire board this turn, so there's no real rush to play out the Glaive Zuka. Plus, we can just play Wolf Rider next turn. I'm assuming he's gonna use this to kill one of these, and then he'll have a way to just like clear the board, which is upsetting, and take a lot of damage off. So actually, that's a pretty good card for against my start. But I don't have any non. Okay. So let's see if he goes face or he clears. So that actually gets that's okay because it like basically negates. Oh wow, he's playing this really controlly. All right, Iron Beak Owl is pretty good because we can can Ironbeak Owl. If he is playing like the guy that the Beastmaster, we can do that. And if he is actually still playing face, we can do this to a Mad Scientist, which is super strong. Also, it will trigger this, so. He's gonna take 2, so he's down to 17. Okay, so he is playing Beastmaster. So like I said, if that does happen, we can silence it. So what we'll do is we'll silence this, play Glazuka, hit him in the face. Next turn we'll play Explosive Trap probably, because that'll get rid of this. And then we can hit Hero Power. I mean, this is obviously going to go away.
Get in there and fight, man.
Okay. So it is like a Face Hunter, but it's like a different version. And we're going to want to stop this 2 damage for sure. So wait, let's see what this is. This is not Flame Trap. So we know it's Ice or Freezing Trap. So this will put him down to 9. If we draw basically he's got to kill us in 2 turns, which he can possibly do, very possibly do. He has another weapon too. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so we know this is Freezing Trap, so we'll run this into this and get it procced. We just gave him a lot of mana. I didn't think of that. And we'll hit it again. So it is very possible we lose this turn. If not, we win. The Freezing Trap was actually a lot worse for us than we thought. We want this to be the... Okay, that's not terrible. No, it is terrible. We needed it to be Mish. Oh, it didn't matter. Now we lost. It could have been anyone. The Freezing Trap was the big thing there. Man. He played that well, though. I think we would have lost either way. I think the correct line of play would have been to kill the 4-1. Because we kill the 4-1, we hope to draw... and we Hero Power. And then we hope to draw... Alright, we go first. Which again isn't that great. But we have Leper Gnome, so we're okay. Into a piece of Sergeant. Kill command. Alright, so since we drew a second Leper Gnome, we can ignore it. The problem is we didn't draw a Mad Scientist or a trap yet. This is neither of those things either, though, so we're okay. Oh, wow. So that's very control-y of him. And there's our Explosive Trap. So this turn we're good for Eagle Horn face. And next turn we have Explosive Trap Hero Power. We are going to take 2 from this guy, potentially 3. If it's any... Okay, that doesn't matter. This is going to... Actually, we're going to take 4 from that guy. So the only damage we'll take next turn, though, is anything that pops out of him. So we're actually pretty far ahead right now. Especially because it's going to give us 2 more charges. So this is 6 more. So this is effectively 8, and then we have 3 no matter what. So that's 11. Alright, and he's going to ignore it. So that's going to slow him down, so I'm okay with this. Basically, if... like he can't buff these guys up, so there's no, and I'm not gonna like just throw guys out in the field. Like if he wants to lock up like this, okay, he basically wasted a turn, I think, by not proccing it earlier. Alright, so Misha is a little bit annoying because we can't deal with it yet.
I smell blood.
If we draw any beasts, we win next turn. Because this is 4, 2, 8. Yeah, so we need a beast. We can clear Misha, hit for 8 with the beast. Oh, no. I am wrong. That's only 10. We are in trouble, actually. We needed this to be Liak. Yes, we did. We lost. We lost because of... Yes, we did.
Get in there and fight, maggot! First kill.
I think our only chance of winning is not even chancing this. Not that it matters because he top decked. Oh! Nope, he did top deck. So we lost again. Man, oh man, this is not going well for us. It didn't matter what we did that turn. The line of play at the end was the only way to win, but we needed it to be Liak. Or even the charge guy, I think would have been better for us because we could have killed it the next turn right away. All right, I think I'm giving up on the it's just not. The Timberwolf just isn't good enough. I'd rather have a second Eagle Horn Bow or a second Knife Juggler. I don't see. Like I tried it and it's just not good enough at this point. I thought there were lines of play to it that made it better, but I don't think that's true anymore. We did get some cool combos, but I don't like having another weapon like to start would be better. So since we don't need this, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna drop the extra animal companion because it's mildly inconsistent for Leroy. Whoop! Not Eagle Horn. Not Gladiators though. So, well, and then we'll just do standard. That's pretty much standard face. The only thing is, the only other change we could make is we could drop something else for, well, we could put in an explode. Okay, so if we had a freezing trap in, it would help us in other matchups, I think. But we'd have to, I think we'd drop Knife Juggler for that. I still don't see like a whole ton of value for Knife Juggler. So that would give us more, and since we're using 2 Eagle Horn Bows, though, I think that's better. Let's try that. Timberface. When we come back, we'll play this deck. But we'll take a short break right now.